I guess you can tell from the guy standing here, he's going to get appointed to something. And you've got a press release. I think the press already has a press release. If you don't, Matt's got it. But Highway Commission appointments are big deals, and frankly, they're one of the most, if not the most, sought after gubernatorial commission appointment that we've got. And we've got a great commission over there. They work very hard for the people of the state. They've never seen a piece of pavement they didn't want to lay down, and that's their job. And let me just say a word about the guy that's leaving. Is Madison even here? Madison Murphy did a great job. He provided great leadership, cared deeply about the Highway and Transportation Department, and was the leader in the public effort last time with regard to highway improvements. And if you'll talk to the other commissioners, they are quick. Of course, they all worked hard at it, but they're all quick to give praise to Madison and his leadership, and not the least of which was money out of his pocket. Robert Moore doesn't have any money, so he won't be able to do that going forward. But maybe he'll be able to do it in some other way. So, it's a happy day. South Arkansas, he will represent everything in West Arkansas, South Arkansas, Middle Arkansas. You got a whole bunch of territory. And he was obviously a champion of highways, because you saw that when he was Speaker of the House and while he was in the House, that he led efforts legislatively to give voters the opportunity to be able to make the choices that they made. And he's always been an infrastructure and transportation person. He had a track record way back even before he was in charge of beer, when he was on the back when we had a transportation department that was separate and apart from the highway department. So without any further ado, the new highway commissioner is Robert Moore. I will tell you one quick story before I give it over to him. And I already warned him about this. My good friend Ron Herod was a highway commissioner, noted for outspokenness, sometimes appropriately outspoken. I'll leave it at that. He had done some weird something that after Clinton had appointed him to the highway department, and the press, and you know how the press is, Herod made a good story, so they quoted him extensively, and whatever it was, and I don't even remember what the issue was, but it irritated Clinton. So Clinton picks up the phone to call Herod to chew him out about whatever it was he'd popped off to the press about, and that was back when governors had 2-year terms. And in the midst of Clinton chewing out Ron Herod, Ron said, whoa, wait a minute, Governor, you don't understand. You got a 2-year term, I got a 10-year term. So I hope I don't ever call Robert and him and say, hey, you're gone now, I've still got an extra term. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Moore.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Governor. We go back a number of years and had a long and enduring friendship. I've had a lot of special occasions during that time, and I can let you know for sure none of them have and none of them will equal this day today. It's a very special day, and I appreciate your confidence, your trust, and your friendship more than I could ever express. I want to take a few minutes to say some thank yous, and since you're the guy that made the appointment, I'm going to save most of them for you, but there's a couple other folks I'd like to say thank you to. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife, who is always by my side, whatever we have done, down every road that we have traveled, no pun intended. And we have just a little anecdote of coming on the Highway Commission. Every year our vacation is we take a road trip, and we've taken about 25 of them. We go 3,000 or 4,000 miles every trip in 7 to 10 days. We traveled every state in the United States, so kind of like when I came on as ABC director, I told Governor Clinton, I said he had the benefit of me kind of knowing all the bars and honky-tonks in the state of Arkansas. Well, in my new capacity now, Governor, I've studied the road system in every state in the United States, and we'll get to bring that to the table. But Beverly is my friend and companion, and I thank her for being here with me today and every day. Also, as we move through the road program, which was top priority during 2 years I was Speaker in the 88th General Assembly, my two champions at my side, who are right over here, Bobby Pierce, my pro tem, and Kathy Webb, they were my mainstays every day. The strength of our team that did the work that we did, and certainly on the successes that we enjoyed with the highway program issues, they were there, and I thank them immensely. I don't see Bill Stovall in here, but Bill's the Chief of Staff. Well, Bill's a little hard to see back there in the corner, but Bill, couldn't have done it without you, and Kay's back there. You know how much I appreciate you guys and everything you did. Madison Murphy, I know, is not here today. I want to add my congratulations for his work and the efforts he did in getting the two highway bills passed, or getting the issues that we, as a result of legislation we got passed, getting them approved by the voters. Madison has become a very good friend, a great role model in this job. I have some big shoes to fill. I'll be calling on him often, and I appreciate him and the work that he did. Likewise, another person that I want to acknowledge from the legislative side in moving the two bills that we were able to pass during the 88th General Assembly, Jonathan Barnett, who is not able to be with us today, who's ill and recovering. We wish him well. Jonathan was a mainstay in our bipartisan effort to move the two pieces of legislation forward. Without his work and the work of my bipartisan colleagues that joined together in moving a highway program forward, we wouldn't have been able to get it done. So, special thank you to Jonathan. Now, just a brief word on my growing up in southeast Arkansas and Arkansas City in the Delta, where when I was a little kid, had to go to the orthodontist on a regular basis. Can't hardly tell it, but I did. And the trip from Arkansas City to Little Rock was a hair-raising 4-hour trip. It took us to get up here, and it was my daddy was a county sheriff, and he drove pretty fast, and it was still a long trip and a lot of curves. And now when we make this trip in under 2 hours, cruise control most of the way, you have a first-hand realization of the importance what good roads means to rural Arkansas. What it means to families who are able to know that they can get their children to school safely, what it means to people who often have to travel long distance, go back and forth to work, and access to marketplace, not only to the consumer, but to the businesses who depend upon their customer base being wide and far. And certainly good roads. I see Randy Zook back there with State Chamber. I had pleasure working with him during our efforts on the highway program and business and industry. Undoubtedly, good roads, what it means to future economic development of the state, cannot be overstated. And Governor, another matter that I spent a lot of time with you on is tourism and the number 2 industry in the state. Kind of relating back to what I said about Beverly and our road trips. We know that we have tremendous diversity in the natural state, and we have a great tourism base, but in order for people visiting our state to access and enjoy the amenities of our state, and more importantly, sometimes spend their money, we got to have good roads to get them safely where they want to go. So the importance of what we do in this role as commissioners, I'm about to, with your generosity, Governor, I'm about to step into. I realize the magnitude of the responsibility to the people, and I want to tell you today that I commit to the people of the state of Arkansas and commit to you, Governor, that I will serve in this position honorably, fairly, and every day to the best of my ability. As I now look forward to joining with Chairman Reginald and Commissioners Burkhalter, Trammell and Schick and Director Bennett in moving forward on the priorities of the Arkansas Highway System Network, the primary highway system network, on the 4-lane grid system, and continue to follow the recommendations of the Blue Ribbon Commission on Highway Finance as we look for ways, innovative and new ways, to meet the challenges on our deficiency in highway funding, so that we will have the funds available in the future to ensure that we can maintain the roads that we have and build the roads that we need. Again, Governor, thank you. Beverly and I join Arkansans across state in appreciation of your leadership and your dedication to making Arkansas a better place for our families, for our business environment and quality of life for all of us who live here and everybody that visits our great state. So thank you again.
Thank you.